All right. Good morning, Bill.
Good morning.
So the purpose of what I'm doing with this kind of summer series is to focus on the Bible studies that the church does, and the different support groups that we have. So just real quick for the people who may not know who you are, just quick what your name and how you're involved with St. Paul's, and just like a brief history of how you got involved with St. Paul's.
Yeah. Okay. My name is Bill Propert, of course, and I'd like to say I've been a Methodist for 87 years plus 9 months, life at conception. I was born to Edith and George Propert. My dad was a pastor, and I was with them for 19 years. We always did devotions. We were always centered around the Lord. In fact, when I was old enough, I traveled with Dad several different churches. So after 19, I went into the service and served our country for 3 years. After that, I worked on my grandfather's farm, where I was set up with a blind date with Judy, and we met, and we were married in November 9th, 1962. And we lived in Fairhaven for 3 years, and in 1966, we moved to Brick and joined St. Paul's in the original center building. And I served on just about every committee within the church over these years. In fact, the women even made me an honorary woman one year, which was kind of an interesting event. Now I am studying the book of John, and we are in chapter 9, starting in September of this next year. And
that's the Thursday night?
Yeah,
Thursday night
well,
study?
that'll be Thursday night, Thursday night and also Sunday morning. We move rather slow because we've been doing John for 2 years. So if you're interested, join us.
And then just real quick with the, you said the old church, was that the old building at Epiphany, over at Epiphany, or was it had already moved here?
It was already here.
Okay.
What happened is when we were still living in Fairhaven, my dad knew that we had bought property here in Brick, so he said that the St. Paul's was going to dedicate their new building in 1965. So we came down for that service and already knew 2 people here in the congregation, which was kind of interesting. And so therefore in September of 1966 we joined.
Nice.
Yep.
And then so it's Thursday night in the youth room?
Well,
the youth room or the library?
The Thursday night class is not really decided yet as to where that's going to be.
Okay.
So I'll have to put that in the news on the pews when that date is decided. I hope it continues on Thursday nights. The design of that class is for the parents who bring their children for the young children's choirs could join that class. You wouldn't have to run back and forth.
Right.
So that's the purpose.
And then the Sunday morning is during second service?
Yes, it's during
10:45?
second service in the youth room. And we try and start by 10:45 so that we can stop at 11:45. But that doesn't seem to always work out. We're generally into noontime before we stop.
All right. Anything else you wanted to mention? Or
No,
okay.
that's good.
Very good. All right. Thank you, Bill.
Oh, thank you.